Hello and welcome to another edition of Overland Fam. In today's video, I wanted to give you a bit of an update on some of the things that I have done to give our family a bit of perspective, okay? My wife has been doing some things which have made me question whether she really understands what is going to be happening towards the end of this year, okay? So she's been buying things. And at first that may not seem like a big thing, but like silly things. She bought a bathroom mat. She bought a bathroom mat. It annoyed me a lot. Why? Because it had pretty little thing written on it. She bought it off the internet. Guys, I am picking up packages every single day from Amazon and from, oh my goodness. And I'm like, is this necessary? We should be saving money. Okay. We shouldn't be buying things. The other day she bought a coat. She has at least 10 coats. She said, oh, but I needed this one. This one's big and fluffy and white. I'm like, oh dear. Oh dear. I don't think she understands yet. So I've had to change a few things in the house. One thing I have done is I've now ordered a huge map of Africa. And we're going to put this in the room, in the office. She spends most of her time during the weekday in the office. She works in the office, clearly. So I need to ram this home. I really need to ram it home to her. This is what we are doing. So I'm not going to be telling her anything other than to stop buying stuff. Or if she's going to buy stuff for the trip. Buy stuff that we can use here, but that we can also use for the trip. You know, if you get cold, buy yourself an electric blanket, because it's likely we're going to be able to, and we're going to be using an electric blanket when we are in the desert, or when we're in, you know, parts of South Africa. There are lots of parts of Africa where it is cold, where we are going to need an electric blanket. Buy an electric blanket, okay? Don't buy stuff that we don't need. We don't need an extra coat, especially because, you know, we're going to be carrying one coat with us. We have to actually talk about clothing. I think actually that's what we're going to do today, clothing. We're going to talk about clothing because that's important. But first of all, yeah, I just think that I need to try and condition my wife's mind into believing, hey, you know, we don't have a lot of time. I know 8 months sounds like a lot of time, but it is not. Not for a journey which is going to be at least 24 months long. That is one thing. I haven't really told her it's going to be likely around 24 months. I would like it to last 24 months. And I think that it would benefit us to be away for 24 months. Because it's just cheaper to be on the road. It's cheaper. So we'd be able to save up money, you know, and then come back and do whatever we want with it, you know. Buy a second house, whatever we want with it. So, excuse me. So, yeah, another thing I've done is we have a notice board out there. We have a notice board that we write things on. And what I have done is I've put countdown days to expedition. I've written it in black. So every time she walks out the kitchen, she'll see it. And she'll see the days. And every day I'll knock a day off. Boom. That's what I'm doing from now on. I only started it 3 days ago, but I'm going to do that now. So she can see that, hey, we don't have a lot of time. It may work against me, actually, because she's the kind of person that likes to wait until last minute, but no. You know, I'm designing a rooftop tent, and this process can take a lot of time. I would like to start ordering things now because I believe that this Ukraine-Russia conflict it's going to impact the entire world. Which is not good. because now China are talking about what they are planning to do in Taiwan. They've been talking like this for a long time. But I don't know why. I think that, Vladimir Putin has more of a reason to invade Ukraine because of the ability to have access to a warm water port, and the oil as well. Not like they need more oil, but I think that's a bonus to Russia as well. I think that they have more to lose. China definitely has more to lose because it's more integrated into the world. So, sanctions would hit them incredibly, much harder than Russia's, because Russia doesn't really export anything but oil and gas, right? So, yeah. I think I'm going to have to start focusing on getting my orders together in case this conflict spills over into other territories, other countries get dragged into it, and then the price of commodities and materials go up. So I am going to be focusing on that. Those things need to be done now. And my wife needs to realize, I need to ram it home in her head every single day, that, hey, this is a trip of a lifetime. It's not just a vacation. This is something which is going to change our lives significantly, as people as well. Change us as people. So it's important for me to communicate this to her in a way which she will understand, and she will begin to get that mindset right now, because we need the mindset right now. We need to not buy stuff. We don't need extra stuff because we don't even know. We've got tons of stuff here. Look behind me. Look behind me. Look at the way this background looks. She did this. She's the one who made this room look so beautiful, so eclectic, so warm. But there's so much stuff here. So much stuff for one woman. None of this is mine. None of this is mine. And, this apartment, it's a big apartment. It has a walk-in closet, 2 bedrooms. Actually, should have been 3, but one has been knocked into, one huge room that we use as our bedroom. We have a very big apartment. So, it's almost as if, she's the kind of person that we walk in. She doesn't want a bare apartment. She wants to quickly plug the gaps where there's space, and I don't think that's a good idea. I just don't think that's good. We don't need more stuff. We need less stuff. We're going to be, at one point, actually last year, she was talking about being a minimalist. I don't think she ever could be a minimalist. But when we are going on this journey, we are going to have the mindset that we are traveling on motorcycles, not that we are traveling in a car. So we're going to be bringing clothing that we are going to be able to have multiple uses for. I don't think we're going to buy nice clothing, because if we buy, if we do need to go out somewhere, it's not going to happen so often. So she could bring one dress, one pair of heels, and that's it. She will have to make do with that dress. We're going to want to buy a coat of some kind, which is all seasons, and perhaps a Gillette, that can be converted into a Gillette. We want something like that, something that can easily fold up, something waterproof, because once again, we're only going to have one coat. Okay? If we want to be warm for cold, we can wear layers. So that's what I'm going to suggest. She's definitely going to wear pajamas at night. She wears pajamas at night, every night. What else? I just think that I think part of the reason, I think I am to blame as well. really. I really didn't see this coming, you know. She works for her money, you know, and she wants to spend her money. But we have so much other things we need to focus on, and those things we need to focus on long term. It's not just the rooftop, the expedition. There are other things as well. And I think that being the types of people that know that we live in a throwaway society, I think that it's important that for us to realize that clothing is part of that throwaway society. You have no idea how many bags we've zipped up, put together for my wife to take to the place where they recycle clothes, or where they take clothes and they send it to Africa, and they send it to Africa and they sell those clothes in Africa, and they've essentially destroyed the clothes manufacturing industry in Kenya, that obliterated by what they did. So we need to realize this, and we need to take action. I will talk more to her about this, and try and find other ways to try and mold her mind into that overland long-term expedition mindset. Okay, so guys, thanks for joining me for today. Okay, thank you, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Take care.